Now, more trouble brewing. Turkey's presidents again compared Europe to the Nazis and directly accused Angela Merkel of Nazi practices. EU leaders have been quick, of course, to respond to these scathing accusations.
They would revive gas chambers and concentration camps if they weren't ashamed. That is their mentality. They are disturbed when they say that this is Nazi mentality.
We cannot accept that our citizens are incited against each other with Nazi comparisons. This is the case for all countries in Europe. That's why we should say with clear words to Mr. Erdogan that he cannot continue like this.
Germany's foreign minister earlier said Turkey is now further than ever from joining the EU. Our Europe correspondent Peter Oliver has more on the deteriorating relations.
It seems at the moment like each new week brings a new barrage of Nazi name-calling coming from Ankara, from Turkey towards European nations. This week, it does seem that it's Germany that's come in for President Erdogan's ire. We've also seen one of the main Turkish newspapers run with a front cover depicting German Chancellor Angela Merkel as Adolf Hitler. These type of things have been described on Monday morning as simply unacceptable by the German Chancellor. Now, it comes as Mr. Erdogan in Ankara is trying to push through, or at least pushes Parliament towards voting for a bill that would bring back the death penalty in his country. Now, if that was to happen, it would all but sink Turkey's chances of progressing in membership towards the European Union.
I believe, God willing, that after the referendum the Parliament will do the necessary thing concerning the people's demands for capital punishment. As for me, I will approve it without any hesitation.
If the death penalty is reintroduced in Turkey, that would lead to the end of negotiations.
Well, there's also another spat going on between Germany and Turkey at the moment. It relates to the coup attempt in Turkey last year in July. The person that the finger of blame is being pointed at from Ankara is Fethullah Gulen. Now, he's holed up in the United States at the moment. Germany, though, has repeatedly said that Ankara has provided them with no evidence whatsoever that he was involved. In fact, Bruno Karl, the president of the BND, Germany's Foreign Intelligence Service, has said exactly that. He's not seen any evidence, anything he can verify as the truth being put forward from Turkey. This whole diplomatic row, though, and essentially a breakdown in diplomatic relations between European nations and Turkey stems and has its root in the upcoming referendum that'll take place in April. And President Erdogan's been doing his best to make sure each one of them votes for him. However, what this has meant is we've seen countries like Germany, like the Netherlands, ban rallies taking place here, trying to get those voters on side, and that's resulted in some of the harshest diplomatic language, well, certainly not diplomatic language at all, coming from all sides.
The European Union and several countries in Europe are bringing back the atmosphere of World War II. The same racism, Islamophobia, xenophobia and anti-Semitism.
It's very difficult to agree with the Turkish foreign minister. We will never negotiate under these type of utterings of a foreign minister.
Provocation has a concrete goal: to make Turkey seem like a victim.